This is an update for Wednesday, February 28th, 2018. It's just a few minutes after 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I made an update video yesterday reminding everybody that I was going to be out of the office for most of the day. So I didn't trade earlier in the day until later on. While I was out, I actually executed this trade for everybody through the trade copier. So if you don't have one or the other, I mean, it's a good idea to get them both, but that's why I've offered the email trade alerts to everybody with the trade copier, is that if the trade copier ever does experience a situation where it's causing me problems on my end, as I've described before in previous updates, that every once in a while there is some technical issues with the FX Blue trade copier. But if I have an issue like that, that's the way that we can, or the reason that we can fall back on the email trade alerts, is that I can quickly send out that trade alert. So this was obviously something that I had to do quickly while I was out today out of the office, and I was able to execute this trade for those set up with the trade copier. So keep that trade copier on. I'm definitely going to continue to keep using it. I mean, hopefully a lot of the issues will just sort of resolve themselves. Um, FX Blue, working on their product as often as they need to, hopefully they'll eventually solve some of those issues. So this was a trade, a continuation breakout trade. I executed this for everybody using the trade copier. It resulted in approximately 60 pips. So the entry was from 147.62 to 147, the psychological level. That's where I closed out the trade. Now, obviously, this is a continuation breakout trade here on the pound yen, which could and does go a lot further, but that was as far as I was able to manage it today, not being in the office when this one actually set up. But I was able to execute this trade for you if you're using the trade copier. So that was the last trade. That was pretty much the only trade because I wasn't trading in the office prior to that either. And then it was the easiest one for me to really wait for. My alerts went off while I was out on this continuation breakout trade. So I'll do another update later and we'll take a look at the possibility of trading some HL30s. But again, with the moves that we saw today, it may be similar to yesterday, that why trade against such a strong daily candle. You want to be careful when you do something like that. So we've got a long ways to go until we really analyze the possibility of trading in the HL30s. But this was a relatively good trade for today, and then I'll be back on a regular trading schedule during the London and New York session for Thursday.